Good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hello, 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 and cheers. Bring your cup in and let's fill it up with some love this morning. Hello, everybody finding it. Blue Jean, oh my gosh. Oh, my heart's so happy to see you on here. Hi, Deirdre. Hope Wellington Marshall, thank you for sharing, and thank you, Deirdre, for sharing. Brandy, good morning. Friday Eve. I like that. Good morning, Kathy Hand. And you're in Bob's big Chevy truck today. Oh boy, there must be a story there, Kathy Hand. Andrea Gregg, good morning and thank you for sharing. Hello, everybody. Julie Kiss, good morning. All right, let's go into our hearts. Let's do some heart brain connection this morning. From our heart to our mind to the divine. We're going to go all the way up. So, touching your heart center, that brings your focus in there. Breathe in love, breathe in light, breathe in joy. Exhale everything else. Let go of whatever you don't need. This is a day of shedding. We're just going to loosen up and let go of anything that's not serving us. Breathe in again. Breathe right into your heart. Put a smile on your face because spirit magnifies incredible loving energy. And release anything that's unlike love. Any fear, any doubt, any insecurity, any of those low vibration energies, just let them go. One more breath in. We're going to grab somebody. So, whoever you want to hold in that beautiful heart of yours and say, I love you, do that now. Just call in somebody into your heart. Put your arms around them. Give them a little love this morning. We could all use a little love in the morning. And release out into the world all the beautiful joy that you're now feeling from being here with us and for loving on each other. Good morning, Sherry Kickler Graham. I'm so happy that our new P is in the house. And Sally and Tony, thank you for sharing and good morning to you. Oh, sweet Marietta, everything is working perfectly. It absolutely is. I'm here in Eastern Tennessee where, oh my goodness, the colors are amazing. Those beautiful trees just showing all of their beauty and all of their glory. And I'm so happy to be here in this area. Kathy, you're preparing your Durango to be in a trunk or treat tomorrow night. Oh, cool. Oh my gosh, an inflatable dragon mouth. It's Durango the dragon. Of course it is. Scooby will have little light up bat wings on. Bob's going to clean up the Durango today and make him all shiny. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Kathy. That's going to be so much fun. All right. So how we doing, everybody? This is Thursday. I'm trying to keep my days straight because you know what? I'm going to blame it on my online calendar because even as I look at it on my computer, it's telling me it's Wednesday. And yesterday it told me it was Tuesday. I was a little confused in the beginning, but I got straightened out by Leo. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. Whatever day it is Thursday and it's Thankful Thursday. So on Thursdays, we give gratitude. Who are you giving some gratitude to today? Who do you want to say thank you, I love you? Who is that person or that animal or even that place? You know, I say thank you to this part of the world of Eastern Tennessee. I grew up very close to here and just the beauty of this time of year, the whole energy of the mountains, those beautiful Appalachian mountains. I am so grateful to be here at this time. I'm grateful for every one of you, all my P's. I love you so much. Good morning, Brookie, EIWP. That's right. Thanks for the lovely little heart-filled reminder, sweet Marietta. Absolutely. Our Marietta, beautiful heart lady. And Marietta, I'm going to find those heart crackers and send you a box of them. All right, what else we got? Blue says the energies are heavy, a big X flare. This doesn't equate to bad. Nope, it's just a way of life anymore, isn't it? We have flares, we have solar flares, we have planets dancing around and doing their thing. Yeah, it's just life. It is just life, and we choose what we're going to do in this lifetime. Good morning, Leo. And Deirdre's grateful for Brandy Girl for giving me the gift of helping her. Love my peas so much. Oh, I am so happy that you two connected. It's a beautiful connection. All right, do we want story time this morning? We have time for it. Let's see. Sally's grateful for many people in my life who continue to lift my spirit every day. Every day. That's what it's all about. So much love that's right here. Yes, stories. Okay. Well, the story from the angels last night is Break the Silence. Break the Silence. This is a quote from Leslie Morgan Steiner. I watched her TED Talk and I was so blown away by her. The quote is abuse thrives only in silence. I listened to a very intelligent and beautiful woman speak tonight on the subject of abuse. She knew what she was talking about because she was sharing her personal experience. I was hanging onto her words because I could relate to everything she was saying. I have moved on from that time in my life, and I do not talk about it very often. It is interesting, though, how it can still hold a stream of energy within us, even with all the inner work we do. The more we share when we overcome, the more hope we can give others. Abuse remains an all too common reality for many. Abuse wears many faces. It can be emotional, physical, verbal, and yes, even spiritual. But at its core, it thrives in one place: silence. This is where its power lies, in the spaces where words are swallowed, tears are hidden, and cries for help are stifled by fear or shame. The truth is, abuse feeds on secrecy. The more it's concealed, the more it grows, weaving its dark tendrils deeper into the heart and mind of the one suffering. Silence becomes a prison, and the longer it persists, the harder it becomes to break free. Many who find ourselves in an abusive relationship make excuses for the abuser. We begin to believe the gaslighting, the lies, the blaming. This makes it even harder to speak up. Dear angels, there are so many who suffer in silence. Please give us some guidance on this. Dear ones, there is a sacred strength in owning your stories, in lifting the veil of secrecy and choosing to stand in your truth. We surround you in moments like these, guiding you towards safety and courage. We whisper reminders that you are never alone, even in the darkest hours. We encourage you and remind you to remember that your voice, your very breath, is a force of divine creation, and with it, you can break chains that have bound you. You are deserving of love, respect, and dignity. No matter how long you've been quiet, it's never too late to speak out. You are worthy of peace and freedom. It may not be easy, but you don't have to take this journey alone. Dear angels, thank you. I promise to always use my authentic voice and speak up for myself and others. To family and friends, for those of us who are witnesses, who hear the stories of others, who see the signs, let us be the first ones to say, I hear you. I see you. You are not alone. Together we can create a world where abuse cannot hide, where silence is broken, and where love and support fill the spaces where fear once thrived. Remember, abuse thrives only in silence, but once silence is shattered, the healing begins. Let's speak out, stand up, and let love and light lead the way. Now, maybe you can relate to this story, maybe not. Maybe you know someone that you suspect that there's something going on. Maybe you see some of the signs and there's an eerie silence about what you are observing. Send love from your heart to theirs. And if you find that opening to say, hey, I love you, you are not alone, that's the best thing you can do for somebody. Absolutely. I've been there myself and felt like there was nobody that saw what was going on, and there was. That's the thing. When we're in that midst of what's happening, we're so wrapped up in our own fear, and sometimes fearing for our lives. I was fearing for my own life, and I didn't know that I could say something. And so if you see something, say something. That's that's a motto that I've become to really love to use. See something and say something. All right. So it's a heavy topic, but it doesn't have to stay heavy. That's the beauty of it. We are family. And if there's something going on, come to your family. Come to us and let us help you. There was Deirdre was talking about helping others and what a joy it gives, and what happens inside when we are able to serve others, even if it's just a listening ear, even if it's just a word of encouragement. There's something that happens inside of us when we're able to do that. So open yourself up to possibility. Can I listen to someone today? Can I help someone? Or if you're in that midst of it, can I trust someone enough to share my story, or even a little bit of my story? Even if you crack that door open, that's the important part, is doing that much. Okay, I think I saw Blue asking for prayers for our sweet Pocky. Yes, we are going to get in there and dig in and send some healing to Sweet Pocket for sure. Let's see. Julie Kiss, grateful for my husband that goes to work for us every day and has provided for our family for many, many years. I love your husband. He is so fun. I just love his energy. And let me tell you, that man can cook. He fixed me a dish that was just so delightful. And I'm so glad that I got to meet you and your husband, Julie. You're both absolutely amazing people. Good morning, Catherine Kovacs. And Brandy says, I'm grateful for my Mama D, Deirdre. Thank you for helping me put myself back together, believe in myself, and for being my mom when I needed one more than anything. Brandy, that is beautiful. What a beautiful testament to the power of love, because Deirdre is so full of love. Oh, Sally Francis, good morning. I'm so glad you're here. You're dying alone with no family. Mm-mm. Girl, we're not going to let that happen. This is your family. You're here. You're in the right place. You were guided here by spirit. Whether you believe that or not, uh, there's no accident or coincidence. We're all going to wrap our arms around you. We welcome you in with open arms and open hearts. And you are not alone. You are not. You keep coming back right here, right where you belong, in these arms of love. And we are here for you. Just come in and enjoy the love that flows and open your heart to it. That's the big thing. You took the first step in coming in. And then by saying something, I'm proud of you. Thank you for being here. And Kathy, it was a powerful message. When I watched that TED talk, I knew that the angels had to share. They had to give us something, because there's just too much abuse happening in our world on all levels. And that's why I wanted to distinguish that. It's not just physical abuse. Sometimes that emotional abuse and the mental abuse, it can hurt worse than physical abuse. And it goes a whole lot deeper. It takes longer to heal from it, and nobody sees your scars. Nobody sees how bad you're hurting when it's an emotional or mental abuse. And we learn to hide it well, don't we? Yeah, we just keep on keeping on because it's survival. Good morning, Kathleen Caputo. So glad you're here. Sally says, I've been speaking up about my story. Somehow I knew this. To be silent was to claim abuse as your own. Thank you. Thank you, Sally. I'm so happy that you have worked through that part. I mean, I know it's still a work in progress. We all are. We all are. And there's moments when something may come up and it may trigger you to hear the words of others that have gone through something. But keep speaking up. Don't go back into the silence. The hand sign for help, it's very simple. That's it. So if you see someone with their hand behind their back or in a passing car or out in a crowd, if they're giving you a sign for help, pay attention. The first thing, pay attention. See if you can feel into the energy of what's happening. And just recently, I wondered if I needed to call about a situation that I encountered when I stopped at a rest area when I was on my way down here to Tennessee, and just listening to the conversation. At first, it seemed like it may have been a trafficking situation, but I paid more attention, and I felt, and the angels told me, no, this is just bad parenting, to put it in that way. It's just somebody who doesn't understand that a child is not one to rail on or take your anger out on. I grew up with that. I grew up with a mom who was very angry. And so when I observe what's happening, I try to use my intuition and use my training to see, okay, am I observing what I think I might be, or can I look a little bit longer and a little bit deeper and see the situation that's going on here? And it turned out that it was her child, but it was very weird in the beginning. So pay attention, and if they're showing you a sign, the sign for help, pay attention to that. And also, try to make eye contact. I know it's not easy because somebody being abused doesn't want to be seen. They go to really great lengths not to be seen. So if you can make that eye contact even for a split second and put a smile on your face, let them know you're friendly. Let them know that you're not judging and that you are an open book if they want to talk to you. Okay. Um, and Deirdre says, love seeing the progress you've been making, Sally. It warms my heart. Absolutely. Anytime we have wins, we all win, don't we? Sally, prayers for Leanne with skin cancer and Pat, who just broke her femur. I'm going to take some time today to go back through the comments from the last week and update our prayer list that we reviewed yesterday, because I know there's some new names that need to go in there. Oh, thank you, Julie Kiss, from my heart, darling. I love you so much. And Blue says, Shelby, who gave us Dolly, wants to come by and see the barn. She's so incredibly busy that to have her here for 5 minutes is amazing. Though you know how this place is, she might never leave. I think she might never. It's a beautiful place. I love Shelby. I got to meet her when Jean Lorio and I were up there. Worried about my Jean Lorio. Let's just send lots of love to her today. She hasn't shown up for us, and we want to be there for her. So let's all wrap her in our hearts today. Hello, Darlene Trainer. Thank you for being with us in Michigan. So glad you're here. Um, yes, how do you start speaking up? That's a great question, Brandy. In my own case, when I was being abused in every way, physically, mentally, emotionally, I didn't feel like I could. And it started with some mutual friends of me and my partner, and the female was a nurse. And, nurses are very astute and they've been trained to look for abuse. And so I was able to start with her and just share, some of what I was going through. And she was very encouraging, and she encouraged me to call 911 or to call her or call a friend when I felt like it was exploding at my house. And I I tried that and it didn't work because it ended up being a very, very bad situation. But find somebody, and maybe when you are alone, reach out. But reach out to one person. Start with one person. Start by saying something and get the support that you need. And then it's easier to build your confidence where you can say something and speak up more and tell your story. Andrew Gregg says, "You are not alone. Love and peace to you." Absolutely. I believe that was for our Sally, was it Francis? I want to get your name right. Sally Francis. I'm so glad you're here with us. And no, you're not alone. Okay, so yes, thumb and then like this, and it's just a universal signal now to reach out for help. Sally, I love TED Talks as well. I had kicked around the idea for a minute of doing a TED Talk, and I still might. I still might do one. We'll see. Um, Blue says the ASL sign is different. It should be looked up. American Sign Language. Yes, I used to do sign language interpreting, and there's many different ones. This is the most universal one that people are using. It's just easy if you're a passenger in a car and you can put your hand up to the window. And it looks like you're waving at somebody, but it's actually not a full wave. It's a cry for help. Um, Brookie put Solar on the list. I certainly will. Her mother Maya and their beautiful family. I absolutely will, honey. Julie says, "My first husband was and still is an abuser. Thank you, God, for helping me get out of that marriage within 2 years. Then sent me my soulmate, and now we've been together for 33 years. We will live happy ever after. God is great." Absolutely. God is so great. And I'm so happy that you got out of it and didn't have to endure any longer than what you did. I'm sorry for what you went through, but everything's a learning experience. And we learn and we move forward from our experiences. Sally says, "Brandy, right here, Brandy, it began coming up in conversations." Absolutely. Oh, conversations. I don't have the Kuan Yin cards, but I do have a Rumi message for us. And get support behind you. Just what I said, absolutely get that support because it does help. All right, so Rumi today is sacred convergence. I don't know if you can see the card. Sacred convergence, and let's see what the words from Rumi are. Roaming about town, the master was holding a light, saying, "I am weary of the demons and the beast. A human is what I am longing for. The human cannot be found. We have searched. What cannot be found is what I am longing for. Although poor and needy, I will not accept small pieces of ruby. The mine of the finest rubies is what I am longing for. One hand holding a cup of wine, and the other the curls of the beloved. A dance like this, in the middle of the circle, is what I am longing for. Longing for belonging. How I have longed for you, my very own. Look no further, for the family beyond your family, the relationship beyond all other relationships, the great love that unveils all other loves to be mere reflections of the one great and true love, is here, for you, now. It is I who has taught you through the stirrings of your own heart. Yes, 'twas I, hidden beneath every secret, yearning for something more, something full, something special, something all encompassing. Behind every yearning, always, I have hidden. Now I show myself to you, that you may become filled with the same passionate devotion that I hold for you, that your mind will fall away, overwhelmed by the sheer intensity of love, tossed into an ocean of silent, unending bliss. Come to me. We are to be one now in sacred convergence of silent, eternal passion. Sacred convergence indicates a coming together of souls in alignment with a greater cause. And that's what we do. Rumi is describing our family of love. If you're here for the first time, or maybe you haven't been with us the whole time that our family has been together, you're still a big part of this family because we welcome you in. That's the sacred convergence, where we just hold that space for anyone who needs to feel the love. And that's what we're here for. That's what we do. We just love. So you're in the right place at the right time. Thank you to Rumi for just confirming that. And Rookie, um, you got to talk with Auntie Jean. She and Ron were just finishing up their early voting, and she says she's feeling much better. Oh, good. Good, good, good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm going to reach out to her as well. And Deirdre, you were thinking about her earlier. I know we miss our little mountaintop guru when she's not here. She's so full of wisdom. And Kathy says, by helping others with love, we can actually help and heal ourselves. I see that with Brandy and Deirdre. Absolutely. And Deirdre says, new Sally. That would be Sally Francis. We have a group called Angelic River Family on Facebook, and come join us. Absolutely. There's a lot of love flowing in there. And Deirdre puts up beautiful, beautiful, encouraging, inspirational messages. And Sally, yes, absolutely, Sally. A TED Talk, I think, is in order. Maybe we should have our own TED Talk angel speakers. Let's think about doing that. And Darlene, please put my 3 dogs on the prayer list. I believe they are. I think when we reviewed it yesterday, I saw your 3 dogs on there. Blue says, yes, it is universal unless you're hearing impaired. There was a story up north on the Canadian line that brought this to light with a young boy. And Sherry, I'm so grateful to all of you today. Oh, one of our new peas. I'm so glad you're here. Kathleen, my parents' neighbor came to me and told me her husband was physically abusing her. She had a small son and daughter. I told her that her children are growing up believing that this is normal. For her sake and her children, she needs to leave. I helped her do that. Her husband actually got help, and the family was able to be together again, and her husband never abused her again. Thank God her husband got help. Oh my gosh, Kathleen, that just touched my heart so much. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, because it's a rare occasion when the abuser will get help. But sometimes they need that jolt to see what they're doing and to see that other people now see them. So thank you for helping this young lady and the children especially. Kathy says, awesome idea, Angel Speakers TED Talk. I'd love to get messages out about loving through addiction. I think this is a real thing, you guys. So I have a board meeting of my nonprofit, Angel Speakers Incorporated, and I think that's going to be one of the topics that's brought up. Let's do a TED Talk, Angel Speakers, and see how we can pull this off and get it going. I love the idea. All right, thank you, Deirdre. Starting us off with our prayers. And let me put in here, type in your prayer requests. Some of you already have, but we have prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, and support for all families living with addictions. Thank you. Brandy, a TED Talk is a short talk. I can't remember exactly. I think it's like 17, 18 minutes max. But it's a very short, to the point talk that is specific and on a certain topic, whatever the topic is, very enlightening. All the ones that I have watched, I have been extremely not entertained, well, entertained by some. Some of them were pretty funny, but I've also had my eyes open to certain topics that when people talk from their heart, it comes through and you get the message. So they're messages that go out. And we do have an Angel Speakers YouTube channel, so we would be able to use that, or we can develop a new one. But I'd like to have it where there's a good audience. And if any of you are not subscribed to my Angel Speakers YouTube channel, please do, because it helps to have more of an audience when I post videos up there, like land blessings, and I I usually try to put inspirational stuff, so maybe some meditations. There's a lot of meditations on there. So you can go to YouTube and search for it and find me there and subscribe to the channel. I'll also put a link in the comments today where you can go to YouTube and find that. Uh, okay, Heart Talks. Oh, Deirdre, you might be onto something there. Yeah, I love that. Heart Talks. All right, Sally, thank you for those prayers for the lost, the lonely, the forgotten, the unloved, the homeless, and those living in fear of another, which is what we were really talking about today. Those who are suffering abuse at the hands of another or the words of another. Good morning, Jim. Oh, my goodness. Hello, Jim Rashan. Just stopped past Albuquerque, New Mexico, and received a Cup of Joy reminder from Andrea, wishing you all a wonderful day from the road. Well, we're right back at you, Jim, and safe travels to you as you head out to Arizona. Yes, from the Heart Talks. Oh, yeah, I'm liking this, Deirdre. You just keep on creating, girlfriend. I love what's happening here. All right, so any other prayer requests? Um, I heard from my family that I'm house sitting for last night, and they have about a 3-hour drive today. They did the bulk of it yesterday. Prayers for their little doggie. Um, yeah, I don't know what's going on with her. Well, I do. She's missing her mommy and daddy. Um, but yeah, she didn't eat last night, and she's just acting a little bit like, not liking this right now. And she loves me. We get along really good. So she's just kind of hiding out in her bed. And maybe she'll come in here. We'll see. All right. So any other prayer requests? Let's lift up Sally and Tony for complete healing, lifting up those who we know are struggling in some way with a physical issue, like our Deirdre, our Blue Jean, our Auntie Jean, um, Julie Kiss. Yeah. Prayers for all in need. Thank you, Julie Kiss. All right. So if somebody comes to mind, just type their name in the comments. Just type a name, and we'll know that we're lifting them in prayer. Okay. So let's take a breath in. Breathe into your heart center. Hmm. Just allow that energy to flow, warm and free and beautiful, flowing from your lungs into your heart. And in your heart, just envision all of this prayer list, all of the ones who've added to the prayer list today, all the ones who've shared wins, who've shared joy in lifting up others. Let's envision those who are on the road. See them in their vehicle. See them traveling with traffic all around. And see the bubble of protection that Michael puts over each one of us as we ask, keeping us safe while we travel. Let's pray for those who do feel alone, those who feel like they don't have anyone at all to see them, to hear their story, to hear their sorrow. Let's pray for those who feel depressed, who are just at the point of giving up. Let's pray for any in our family and any out in the world who still feel that loneliness, who still feel sad, who still feel that nobody cares. And I want you to hear these words. You are worthy. You deserve great and wonderful things. Just feel that. Feel the energy. Feel the shift when you tell yourself, I am worthy. I am worthy. I am loved. I am a part of a collective that loves. You are right where you are meant to be today. We love you. Now let's take that list from our hearts and let's lift it up, up, up to that higher plane, as Marietta says. And as my friend Sharon says, where are we going? We're going higher yet. We're going right to that great central sun. We're going to bring this list, all these beautiful names, animals, places, situations, and especially the situation here in the country of the United States, lifting up anyone who's out in the spotlight right now, lifting up our beautiful country that seems so divided. Let's see that chasm dwindling, coming together, starting to see each other as souls, starting to loosen up on some of the hostility, the need to be right. Let's see our country coming back to peace. Let's see love flowing from heart to heart. And let's lift all of this up to the Creator and leave it there. Don't try to hold on to it. Just drop it. And know that all these prayers are seen and heard, acknowledged, and answered to the best and highest good of all. And we say thank you. Thank you to our Creator, who I call God. Thank you to the divine. Thank you to Christ, to Divine Mother, to the masters, to the angels, to the loved ones in spirit. Thank you for guiding us who are still in our physical body. Thank you for helping us to walk on Mother Gaia gently, leaving a footprint of love on Gaia, honoring her, leaving her in good shape for our generations to come. And now let's come back together, coming in here and loving on each other. So I'm going to turn the birdies off and put Leo on, and let's share some love with each other. Thank you. I love you.
Good morning, Earthlings! It's time to get up and get ready because today is the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on! Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy, a very day at age. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup
Oh,
full of
thank you,
joy, with all the
Brookie.
peace and the power. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy, a very day at age. To start the day on a high vibe, we
Oh, I
call the
love
AAA.
this.
Morning cup
Max
full
said
of
up,
joy,
up,
with all the
up.
peace and the power. The daily mantra is thank you,
Yay,
I love you,
Max.
namaste.
Joy.
Cup full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the truth is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today is a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team.
That's right, Julie Kiss. Time to move that body. I'm missing our Qigong, Brookie. I love doing that in the morning. Thank you, I love you, namaste, y'all.
Full of joy every day at age. Start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste,
y'all. Joy.
There really is no secret. We simply
Accept. Align. Allow. AAA, y'all.
cup full of joy every day at age. Start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of
Thank
joy.
you, Julie, and you as well, darling.
Thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day at age. Start the
Leo,
day on a
Leo.
high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Cup of joy. Cup of joy.
All right, ready. Here we go. Woo! I can hear little Max doing your woo. He does it so cute. Oh, Leo, you would love to hear him. All right, I'm getting out of here. And thank you all for being here today. I love you so very, very, very much. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. I'll see you back here tomorrow. We'll be doing some Fridays. So pay attention. If you have something to celebrate, jot it down or make sure you remember it to share with us tomorrow when we do a Yay Day. And just a reminder also, I'll be teaching for the whole month of November. We're going to work on emotional empowerment, which goes right along with the message from the angels last night. When we become more emotionally empowered, then we're able to use our voice authentically and speak up and say what we need to say. So if you want to sign up for that, that's on angelspeakers.com, and you could just go to the classes and you can sign up for that class. I'll be sending an email out today to all of you who were in the class at the beginning of the year, reminding you and sharing with you the sign up link. All right. I love you. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste, y'all.